Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to make a quick little video about why I'm not renewing my contract. I had just a couple people ask me whether or not I plan on staying in Korea, and the short answer is I am going home to the US on March 1st, right after my contract ends. And a couple reasons why I decided to not renew my contract is primarily because I'm the type of person who needs to be close to my friends and family. Not necessarily like in the same city or anything like that, but I want to be able to have the access to be near them on holidays or something like that. And being 14 hours away in Korea, that's just not that feasible. So I figured 1 year is enough for me to be on my own. And then my second reason is the language barrier. I know that a lot of people, when they come over to Korea, they are super excited, they want to learn the language, and that's how I started. But I think I have a hard time learning another language just because I grew up speaking English as well as Vietnamese at home, and then in school I was required to take Spanish, and that was the language that I really liked learning. And then after a while I sort of gave up on that, unfortunately, as well. But just picking up on another language without any guidance, without any teachers, is just a little bit harder for me. I'm not a great independent studier. Another reason why I am not renewing my contract is because of just like the independence. I think that I'm a pretty independent person, and to be in Korea, along with the language barrier, it's hard to do things on my own. I have to rely on a lot of people, whereas in America, if you like got a job, you don't understand something, you can look it up yourself, you can try to figure it out yourself. Here it's just harder for me because I don't want to rely on my co-teachers, and it's almost like annoying to them. So it's just like I lose a little bit of independence by staying in a country that I don't understand the language. And then my last reason is that I just realized that I'm not a teacher. Like, that's it's just what it is. Being a teacher is something that not everyone, but a lot of people can do. It's just not my passion. I find myself just going through the everyday routine and teaching my kids what they need to know, but I don't look at it as a bigger picture, like how are they growing and developing throughout the whole entire year. I'm more of a lesson to lesson, and just hearing myself say that, it makes me feel like I'm not fit to be an English teacher here for a long term, just because I want them to actually be able to have a teacher who knows what they're doing. I hope that the next person will have more passion to teach them than I do. I'm just not cut out to be a teacher. So all in all, those are the reasons why I chose not to renew my contract. I just think a year is enough, and just thinking about staying for another year just doesn't feel right. So I'm about to head home, and I'm so excited to see what happens in the next chapter of my life. I wanted to also include my 3 New Year's resolutions. Even if no one watches this video, it's completely fine. I just want this video for myself personally to see in a year if I did achieve these things, and holding myself accountable by making a video. So my first New Year's resolution, I have my phone right here, my first New Year's resolution is to lead a healthier lifestyle. I hate exercising. I know people are like, oh, exercising makes you feel so good, I love it, relieves stress, and to a certain extent, sure, but I don't know, I just don't like it. But for the past 4 weeks, I have been exercising every day, probably, I would say half an hour to an hour of Blogilates calendar. I just feel myself getting stronger, and I want to see if I can improve on that, as well as watch what I eat. Not necessarily like forcing myself to go on a diet or anything like that. I just want to feel good that if I decide to eat cake and ice cream, that I'm not just letting it affect my body in a bad way, that I'm also counteracting that with exercise. So I just want to try to lead a healthier lifestyle. And then my second resolution is that I want to spend more time with my parents. Being in Korea in general has made me realize that I appreciate them, or I should appreciate them, a lot more than I actually do. With the whole language barrier and being over here not knowing what to do, it just really makes me able to relate to how they felt when they went over to the US. I never really took that into consideration, obviously, because I grew up there and it's like, oh, this is where my parents are at, and I never really thought about what they did to work up to it, because they didn't have a co-teacher that could help them translate. They literally had nothing. They came over to give me a better life, and so I just want to be able to spend more time with my parents and just really appreciate them for who they are and what they've given me. And then my third resolution is to find a job that I am passionate about. I majored in sociology and business as a double major, and I really want to go into the marketing field, whether that be in beauty, fashion, or food. I'm really passionate about food. I love cooking. So I wanted to eventually go into some sort of food marketing, but I also like the beauty aspect. So yeah, I'm looking into just finding a job that makes me happy, like that I'm good at, and that doesn't feel like a routine. I hope that I'll be able to accomplish them before 2019 is over, and I'll try to continue to make videos once I'm home, try to figure out what my channel is about. I'm sorry that you gotta get just like a mix of random stuff. Alright, that basically concludes my video. I hope I kept it kind of short and sweet, but thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a happy new year, and I will see you in the next video to see what I do next. Bye! Wow.